Stirling University Drama Society presents Sounds Like Suds.
Please be seated. Today's reading is from the Gospel according to Cyril, chapter 1, verses 18 to 24. And lo, this is how the birth of Jesus Christ took place. His mother Mary was engaged to Joseph, but before they were married, Mary became pregnant with child. And so it was that Joseph, a carpenter of the town, did come to Mary, and Mary did say unto Joseph, I am pregnant with the child of the Holy Spirit, and he shall be called Jesus, for he will be most high. And Joseph, who was but a simple man, spake unto Mary, Art thou having a fucking laugh? Thine excuse is the best yet. Methinks thou hast been shagging thine postman. And there was much weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Joseph did smite Mary with much ferocity, and lo did apply for the Jeremy Kyle show, for a DNA test. And the people did come from miles around, and were heard to say, What a bloody mess, and it's people like this that give Nazareth a bad name. And so it was that Mary was disgraced, and the Lord our God was made to pay child maintenance. Thus endeth the lesson.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Talking to me?
Yes. You were through there earlier, weren't you? It was you fixing the vending machine light.
Yeah, it was. Why?
Well, I just went to get a bar of chocolate, and the stupid thing stole my money.
Well, afraid that's nothing to do with me.
Yes, it is. You were meant to be fixing it.
I did fix it.
Oh, really? Then why did it take my money and not give me chocolate? That doesn't sound fixed to me.
Look, I really need to get on.
No, I'm fed up of this. I've just finished a very stressful and very dull essay, and was looking forward to a nice bar of chocolate to cheer me up. But yet again, the vending machine isn't working.
It should be.
But it isn't. I saw you there this morning. Didn't you fix it? Isn't it your job to make sure that the stupid thing doesn't steal my money? Nearly every bloody time I go to use one of these machines, it steals a good chunk of change off me. But I still come back because I see people like you allegedly fixing the damn things. So why on earth doesn't it...
Okay. You want to know the truth, huh? You think you can handle it? You want to know what I was really doing with that vending machine this morning?
You were meant to be fixing it.
Oh, I fixed it all right. The same way we fix all the vending machines.
What?
Like you don't already know. But yeah, you got me to admit it. Yes, there is a huge government conspiracy where we use vending machines to steal change and fund top secret projects.
There is.
Of course there is. You found us out. But you don't know what it's like. Look at you standing there with your moral superiority, taunting me with your look of disgust.
I'm not...
You think it's easy getting up every day and going through these machines collecting stolen money? Think it's easy pretending to be a mechanic when you know nothing about machinery? You think it's easy to lie to my wife day in, day out, knowing that whenever she goes to get coffee at the office, it's people like me that are responsible for her losing money at the coffee machine?
I don't understand.
No, you don't. Living with this secret all these years, it's ruined my life. And now you're going to take it to the papers and blow the lid off the whole thing. Your years of searching and investigating have paid off. Well done.
What are you talking about?
We knew you were on to us. The government has eyes and ears everywhere. You think you can ask the questions you ask without us noticing? We knew you were getting close, but I thought we'd have time to prepare. Just didn't realise you were this close. And now you've blown the whole thing. Oh God, I'm gonna go to jail. My wife's gonna find out the truth and leave me. My children. What about my children?
I'm sorry, but I don't know who you think I am. I'm just a student here.
Don't lie to me. We know who you are. Don't think you can cut a deal with me either. This goes right to the top. And it's more than my life's worth to name those names. Won't let you torture me though. You'll get nothing from me. Not while I have this cyanide dispensing mini vending machine. Ah, curses! The mini vending machine's broken. How ironic.
Isn't that just a matchbox?
Still trying to be clever? Haven't you done enough? You've ruined my life. I've nothing left. Nothing. Ah!
Well, that was odd.
Excuse me, have you seen toolbox? There it is.
That's yours.
Aye, I need it to fix a vending machine through there. Some idiot's broken it again by stuffing a fistful of scrap paper saying, "We know where you live" in it. What kind of weirdo does that?
David Hunter!
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Labour Party may not want to hear it, but I'm quite sure the public do. After all, it is the public that will have to foot the bill for the Prime Minister's shoddy handling of the bridge economy. And yet he stands here before us declaring that the taxpayer has never been better off. Is it not time, Mr. Speaker, that the Prime Minister did the honourable thing and called an election so that the people can send a message to him directly that they have had enough of New Labour's old tricks?
The Prime Minister must be heard. Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, yet again the Leader of the Opposition dodges the question. He has no policy on the economy because he knows his party are a scrabbled together mash pot and will not back him. Perhaps the message sent by the people of Hamel East in the recent by-election was not enough. The memories of boom and bust economics are still fresh in the mind of the electorate. They do not want him, they do not want his party, and they do not want his shadow cabinet.
Sing when you're winning, sing when you're winning. Sit down, shut up, sit down, shut up. Is this or is this not the mark of a desperate man? His party suffering in the polls, his cabinet sharpening their knives, and he takes comfort in his party regaining a safe Labour seat since 1945. Perhaps he hasn't checked the last opinion polls.
Mr. Speaker! Oh, shut up, you
If you hate the top, stand up. If you hate the top, stand up. You can run the country so good. Oh, you can run the country. You can run the country.
And you'll join us here at the 3:15 at Punchestown. They're under starters' orders and they're away cleanly. Away well as she sells seashells on the seashore with Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper and how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Around the rugged rascal ran making ground as down the hill they go to the first with round the rugged rascal ran on the inside from the red cap of red lorry, yellow lorry and green. She sells seashells on the seashore, tucks in behind chop shop, stock chops as they all clear the first. Round they go and back up the hill to the second as round the rugged rock clear of red lorry, yellow lorry from she sells seashells and chop shop stock chops. 77 bin elephant takes on the outside and the white nose band with Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper, and how much wood could a woodchuck chug if a woodchuck could chuck wood, bring up the rear and jump in cleanly. Approaching the third down, it's round the rugged rock, the rugged rascal ran, red lorry, yellow lorry and she sells seashells on the seashore from Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper. Willie's rear wheel has fallen as we join Jim Huntington Smithery Smith Smythe.
And as they approach the home straight, it's round the rugged rock, the rugged rascal ran, and she sells seashells from 77 bin elephant and Peter Piper pickle pepper. Red lorry, yellow lorry making a move, it's round the rugged rock and rugged rascal ran, and she sells seashells on the seashore, pulling away with red lorry, yellow lorry. Under the whip, it's round the rugged rock and she sells seashells on the seashore, begs the question. Red lorry, yellow lorry gaining ground from seashells on the seashore, but it's round the rugged rock, rascal ran, and red lorry, yellow lorry run round the rugged rascal ran, running raggedly and reeling as red lorry, yellow lorry at the line by a nose. From round the rugged rock, the rugged rascal ran. She sells seashells on the seashore. Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper, and how much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
Waiting on a bus, are you?
Yes. People waiting at a bus stop usually do.
Bet you didn't think you'd be standing next to me, eh?
Didn't give it much thought.
An ordinary bloke like you standing next to Madonna's biggest fan. What an honour, eh? Yep. That's right, Bella. Madonna's biggest fan.
Yes, I heard you.
Aren't you impressed?
No, not at all.
Oh, I thought it was quite an achievement.
Well, for some people, maybe. But I'm not a big Madonna fan myself. I find her to be vapid and boring. Hence, you being her biggest fan just doesn't excite me like you might think it does.
Yeah, I understand.
But, I guess, in its own way, it is quite an achievement.
Oh?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're her biggest fan, then I'm guessing you own all of her albums in the original vinyl or what have you.
No, nothing like that. Never cared much for vinyl.
Well then, I'm sure you've seen her live a fair few times.
No, not once. The tickets are very expensive.
What makes you her biggest fan then?
I have a copy of her greatest hits. I quite like it.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't make you her greatest fan. In fact, that barely makes you a casual fan.
What? How do you mean?
Well, there are people out there, I'm sure, that have all of her records on vinyl and have seen her in concert several times. They're much bigger fans than you.
I don't think you understand. I said I'm Madonna's biggest fan.
Well, yes, you said that, but it doesn't make it true.
I'm not sure I get you.
Well, let me put it this way. Just because you say the sky is green...
I never said the sky was green. That would be a lie.
Exactly. Like you saying you're Madonna's biggest fan is a lie.
No, it isn't. I said I was.
Well, it's easy to say you're something. I mean, I could say I was Michael Fish.
The weatherman?
Yes, the weatherman.
Off the telly?
Yes.
You're never Michael Fish.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not. You just said you were him.
No, I said I could say I was him.
But you aren't.
I know.
Then why did you say you were?
What I'm trying to say is I'm just as likely to be saying the truth as you are if you're Madonna's biggest fan and I'm Michael Fish, you see?
I get it. So, reckon it'll rain today?
How on earth should I know?
Oh no, of course you wouldn't. You wouldn't possibly know anything about the weather. Not at all. And you're definitely not a weatherman or anything.
I am not bloody Michael Fish. I have no earthly idea if it will rain today, thanks in the main to the fact that I am not a ruddy weatherman. I have never been a weatherman. I have no intention of being a weatherman. And once again, for your benefit and mine, I am not Michael fecking Fish.
Ah, this is my bus. Toodaloo, Michael. Your secret's safe with me.
I'm not Michael Fish.
Sounds Like Suds starred James Breen, Rhiannon Marshall, Jesse Wright, Keith Potter, Alison Perry, Sean Ezrall, Robert Davis, Sarah Dendy, Michael Cowling, Kate Krause, Alex Campbell, George Easton, John Bruce, Sarah Grant, and Caron Dixon. It was written by the members of the Stirling University Drama Society, and the producer was Robert Davis.